fact that I might be here. Well, I'm here. That's all I have to say about that. Right, you might be also surprised by the title. Don't be surprised by the title. It's not for you. I'm literally dog whistling the algorithm at the moment. I'm doing some experiments, and I have a suspicion, just a suspicion, that the algorithm itself, it just picks up on keywords. And so I've just put the words opal in twice. I've put cutting in twice. Did I put cat in? I might have put cat in. I also did 5 things and never. Now this makes a sentence that makes absolutely no sense to a human, but it certainly contains keywords that potentially an algorithm might find. So this is testing to see if the algorithm has got anything to do with whether you succeed or not with your stuff. And I've got the statistical chops to do the math to find that one out. It's a bit more difficult because you've got to factor in the natural growth of the channel, and my channel has grown quite a lot in the last month or so. What I'm currently doing, in case you're interested, is just refilling the containers. If you want to have a cook's tour, I will do that later. I will give a cook's tour of this this cutting apparatus that I use. I'm very proud of it myself, and people seem to tune in every time I show pictures of what it actually is. I think people are genuinely curious. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly put some more water in. Now I'm having a look at what the levels of my Opal cutting equipment are at, and it says my levels are sitting at just a little bit above critical, so I am going to have to decriticalize my material. I have some water here, which has been supplied courtesy of terrible weather. Yay! And I will pop that in here. This has the added advantage of being clear. Oh, there's a jumping spider. Ladies and gentlemen, I love jumping spiders. And you're going to love them too. Hang on, let me see if I can get it for you. This guy's probably not going to be too happy that I want to... I think he's very... Hello, whoever that is. I am just getting a jumping spider. Here he is. Yep, come on, gotcha. Here he is. Sorry, got a container of opals as well. There we go. Oh, the jumping spider's jumped. Zooming in. Here we go. Here we go. Got him. There we are. There he is. Say hello to the... Well, bye. Well, I presume that jumping spider will probably show up again, because I reckon he's just going to, make an appearance every now and then as I try to cut the opals. He'll look up there and go, oh, dang, don't want to be here. Bye. That kind of thing. And that's good, because I like nature. Okay, so this is an opal, in case you were wondering. Oh, hello there, 10 people. This is an opal. This is a cut opal. And I'll zoom back a bit. Yeah, we've got epic opals. So that's a cut one, but it isn't polished. This one is being cut and polished. So that gives you a general idea of what we've got happening here. This one is an absolutely stunning opal that's been cut and polished. That flash that you're seeing there is called rolling flash. And it's been cut using this apparatus and this apparatus only. I haven't just bought them from the shop. I'm not rich enough to buy them from the shop, so that much is obvious. But they all start off in the form of rough, which looks like this. And it sometimes gets dropped like this too. But the difference between the rough and the cut opal is a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck, basically. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just trying to push the luck in my direction by... Oh, look at this one. This is what we're going to start with. Oh, yeah. I'll show you why. Have a look at this bag boy. Hello. Yeah, Spidey friend has just gone away somewhere. I don't know where he's gone. Anyway, have a look at this guy. Now this one is an absolute smasher, but there are issues with it because, as with all of these kinds of stones, there's a problem in that it looks like the color bar is a little bit to the side. I want to cut this one as well. Now this one doesn't look that fantastic. Oh, that's okay. I love doing it. This one is a really interesting one. I really do want to get this one going as well. I've also got some of these ones. I'll get the top off this one, see what it looks like. This one here is also rather interesting. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. But I don't know what you can see. I'm just trying to look for the thing I could see before. Can't see it anymore. I promise it was there. Yeah, it's just here. You know what? I think that might be a crack. We'll find out. As a matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll do this one first, because this one will be hopefully a bit slam dunky, even though it's got its issues. Water on. Yeah. I'm trying to get myself all tucked in here. It's raining outside, so if I don't get myself tucked into the shelter, I'm going to get rather wet. First cab off the rank, pun intended. Spotted some colour there. Oh, some colour here too. I'm just getting the colour that I can see because that makes life easier. Okay, so first cab off the rank is this guy here. I'm going to cut the back of it first. I'm going to move that away. Cut the back just to see if there's anything there. If I get that right, then I might have a much larger opal to deal with. And that's always a little bit of fun. I had to check with manager. Yeah, that'll be fun, not fun. The reason why I'm doing this at all is because there's just something in the back of my head that's saying that that's what this stone is going to do. How often am I right is the question you have to ask, and I don't know the answer to that question, so good luck to us all is what I say. But there's a lot of colour here. You can see it just... Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it converts to the other kind of green as well. Alright, let's have a look. There's a lot of multiple colours here, which is kind of encouraging. Got to be a bit cautious because it does have this snappy tendency from the looks of things. The contentious one just fell. At the moment I don't care about that one. And I'm not really cutting for any particular stone just yet. I am trying to just find out what the stone is at all. What I can tell you is it's very soft. I've got to be a bit cautious. Let's have a look at the other side. Is it going to do anything on that side? That is the question, the multi-million-dollar question. I wouldn't say multi-million, it'd be multi-hundred-dollar question. Because if we get that bit, that's all well and good. But if we get something happening on this side, oh sorry, that bit is all well and good. But if we get something happening on this side, that's a bit bigger, then we are in the money. I mean, this stone's pretty much in the money as it is. Maybe I'm just being greedy, who knows. I'll zoom out just a wee little bit, so at least if I move back and also move over to this side, because basically whenever I'm cutting, I'm always on this side of the equation, so to speak. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to very gently start moving the emphasis to the front here. I can see a bit of a twisting in this pattern actually. How well does that pattern stay? Not very well, I don't think. Whoa! Now, the reason why that happened is because I'm deliberately holding it very, very lightly. I don't want to just spear it into the machine. I want to cut it very lightly. So that means it is likely to jump out of my hand from time to time. Don't be alarmed. It's not necessarily in the plan, but it's better than me spearing the opal in and cutting too deep. I'd much prefer the opal to jump than for me to lose the opal completely. Just trying to get this side under control. I'm going to get rid of that piece too, because I'm going to turn this into a cab. Nope, I'm going to try and get it into as traditional a shape as possible. That is how much... Alright, that amount of material will probably be taken off anyway. So there's no real risk. It just looks like there's a real risk in it. So also what that does is, you have a look here, we can actually see what the ratio of colour is. And now we know that we don't have much to play with. So that was a cut well worth making. Once again, I've just carved back the other side, and what does the other side look like? Even less so. So we know exactly what we're dealing with. Now let's just seal the deal. Hopefully what I just did there was in exactly the right direction. Yes, it was. Try that again on the other side of the opal. Now I can flatten it against the blade. And now we have a flat back, which is good. Do we need to change the size or shape of it in any way? I don't think so. So let's just very carefully... Oh, I don't like doing this. I don't like cutting on the face. Not the face, not the face. Right, how is that done? Alright, that's all I dare to do, really. So that's what we've got now. So it's got some good colour on it, but that is going to be onto the dob stick and cabbed straight away, because, like, you shouldn't mess around with it, basically. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. I've just picked this one up very quickly. I've noted that there's a crack here. There's sand going all through it, so I'd suggest that maybe a vertical cut here would be in order, and we'll see what that does. It's okay for this to owe us nothing. There we go. Most sand removed there. Pop that into my sand tray. I literally do have a sand tray. I'm going to move these finished stones out of the way because they are finished stones and I don't want to drop them / lose them like I just did. I literally did the thing I didn't want to do. Okay, here we go. Got that one, got that one. I'm going to put them away in a safe location. Not quite a safe, but a safe location. There we go. Now, hello there, crazy for seahorses. How's life at the moment? Life in Austria. Gilly, how you doing, mate? Thank you, my friend. This one, hang on, I was about to say this stone doesn't look like it's getting much better, but then it just showed a glimmer of hope. So we'll stay on this for a little while longer. I should write down all the names. It's starting to get hard to remember. Just a thought, my record views is 38,000 in one particular session, right? All well and good. But if I get 20,000 views, I think it is, I could be wrong about that, then I'll hit the 1 million mark for entire lifetime of views. So, interesting times. The downside of that is that there's an awful lot of names to remember. And so, I might have to grab a pen and paper and start just jotting names down. Because Don, for example, if he's here, he's now the Opal guy. And I'm liable to lose his name as well. And thank you for the likes. I do believe that either Gilly's come online just then or Rayna's suggestions have worked or something's happened. Whatever it was good. Yeah, in case you're interested, I've tried dog whistling the algorithm. If you have a look at the title. Ah, yes, I remember that thing. My car may as well be an e-car. It's very old. What was I going to say? Completely derailed my train of thought. Yes. You'll notice that I've got a fairly bizarre title. What I'm doing is I'm playing with the wording. I'm not talking to humans anymore. I'm talking to the algorithm. I'm seeing if those specific words in the algorithm, in no particular order, actually encourage people to view, or whether people have some kind of decision making in this. It's an experiment. Oh, good. Spelled right. So you got yourself a subwoofer, mate. You've got a subwoofer. I won't say that electrics escapes me. It's just annoying. Because I used to do gigs and stuff, you know, playing guitar, drums, whatever people didn't have. And if you get an amplifier, for example, a 50-watt amplifier, quite powerful. You can do a relatively large room with a 50-watt amp. But a 50-watt amp in a car is nothing. And it's the difference between a 12-volt and a 240-volt power supply, I presume. So let's see if I got that crack out of it. I think so. The plumber is no longer bending over the sink with his pants down. There we go. So, what do we reckon? I'm not sure that's an epic opal. I think it's some colour, I reckon. We'll call it that one. Makes it easier for people to understand what's going on here. Yeah. 5,000 watts. I mean, if you're using a PA setup, you could take out Russia with a 5,000 watt system. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Alright, well, it never really got off the mark of a some colour opal, but it's... Maybe if I just give these a little bit of love on the side here. Just do some work on the sideburns. Yeah. And here's where the science comes in. Like, I was just thinking about it. Ohms are a measure of resistance. So, more watts, lower ohms. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. If the resistance is lower, then more power gets through. Yep. Perfect. I think I've been telling people that resistance is not just an electrical phenomenon. When we were doing photosynthesis of trees, there's something called boundary layer resistance, and that's measured by the same equations as for electrical resistance. So there you go. I don't think that's a crack, that's a feature. The opal has just got that kind of oh no, it's a crack. It's a crack. What do I do? I will go like this. It's officially a drop now. I won't waste too much more time on it because it's probably not worth it. Can we break it? I don't know. Who cares? Let's just get this done. Not a bad stone, just a bit of disappointment the whole way through that, really. Actually, I think we can get... There we go, not too bad, but not, you know, not the greatest in the world, but not the worst either. I think you're having too much fun there. It sounds like it should be illegal. What's this one? That was the last night's It's not a bad one actually, this one, so I'll just quickly give it a bit of a shush, because I think this one's actually, we'll call it some colour until it stops being some colour. We'll go from this side, because I think that's the side we should go from. What circular logic, but yay! Yep, this will come good. I'm dedicated to honesty here, so even if it gets more views, I'm going to stay on the some colour until I know that it's epic. Let's see if trust is rewarded in this modern world. Funny thing is, when I was cutting the other opal, I remembered some of the mistakes I made, and this is just the other half of that. So I'm actually accounting for the mistakes I made in the previous opal in this one, so it'll probably end up being a better one. I think we're all good. This will be a nice one. That's the cue for it to explode, I think. I just saw a brown spot on it just as I was saying that. There we go. Nice. Let me turn on the light. Now let's have a look at it. No different.
Only different in your mind.
That's disappointing. Go back and see if this works now. Not really. That's annoying. Well, it is some colour bordering on epic opal, quite frankly. I was being partially sarcastic, but yes, I get what you're saying, Raina. Yeah. Maybe I would be, should I use the word Kleiner for that one? I reckon, because like it depends on whether it's on the good side of bad or the bad side of good, really. Yep. So what I'm going to do is just flatten the back out, and that'll be in the doping pile, and it's done. One more dopple. Not yet, anyway. Okay. So let's have a look at this guy. I got it out for a reason, I presume. Ah, yes, I see the reason. So this one is another sun colour. And what I want to do is actually, we'll do a bit of a gamble. Let's do a gamble. Total gamble. Ooh. That's not supposed to happen. 1 second, folks, whilst I sort this one out. That's looking better. Zoom out just a little bit. I think I'll have it so that you can read the card, not because I made the effort to make the card, but I think that's actually the perfect zoom. The ratio of zoom for views. The moment I said that, it goes down to 3 views. My research is impeccable. I don't know why people want to peck research, but you know. Right, let's go in here. You know what? I am going to continue cutting along this axis because I can see sand just underneath the surface. Too close to the surface. Back into the guts of the opal. Interesting, there's a pull to the outside of the stone, making it very difficult to cut. Well, I'm beginning to think baiting the algorithm doesn't work, but we'll see. I'm always going to do the experiment to see what the deal is. One thing I've noticed is that people don't like commentary like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Have a look at that. That is bright as the noonday sun. Hang on for a second. I've just got to be a bit cautious here. Give me 5 seconds to work this one out. What do you say? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. That's just sitting in there. Gee. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving from total gambo. Where is it? Some colour. It's official, guys. It's epic. Have a look at this. Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to very carefully get this sand off because I don't know how far the epic goes. That's just the most amazing thing. Like, I know it happens from time to time, but gee, look at that. I have no idea how far that's going to reach. So we are now going to just gradually cut this opal open. I think I'm a bit above the epic opal, so I don't think we're going to see anything when we cut this slice off. But this opal has proved to be quite the surprise, so you never know. This just never was on the cards, this opal. Never on the cards as like an amazing one. It was just a knobby that I was interested in cutting open. That's all it was. There we go. So we've got nothing there. Just checking this very carefully because I'm just going to have a quick look at the thin section. The data scientist in me wants to go, okay, how do we assess how this happened? Right, there's nothing there. So, let's have a look at this. Let's go, where did the epicness happen? Okay, we can see some here as well. Look at that. Just that dark line, it's got green on it. I'll try and get the green out for you. I can see a bit of the green, I suppose. Maybe if I put this extra light on. Did that work? Not really. Alright. Just believe me, there's green there. Got to find where this... There, okay, there it is. So just carefully cut along here. And I mean carefully. I think I see a spot of red just over here. I think I know how it's working itself. Let's just work on our theories. I think we're going to have to get rid of this piece. Don't want to. So I think, well, there we go. It made the decision for us, so that's okay. Right, so how much have we got left? That didn't cost us anything, that's good. Where's the epic opal? There. Right, so I've got to be cautious. Very carefully carve that bit down. We're skirting very perilously close to that epicness there. I'm bringing that sand down vertically. So how are we going? We're doing all right. That green is starting to shine away. I did cut into the face, if you were wondering, because you have to at some point. All right, I'm going to get rid of this piece here. What I'm trying to do is make it more manageable. As a matter of fact, I hope I'm right about this. I think that I can cut that entire section off. What I'll do it slice by slice to make it more. We'll be a bit risk averse with this. Right. Okay, so before we go any further, I'll just explain a few aspects about this opal. Once you get under the skin of the opal, you can see it's dark. That is dark enough to be considered black opal. So, if this colour here, that's just showing up here, if that in any way intersects with this, we have a massively valuable gem. So, I'm very carefully just carving little bits off it now. You can see the close-up as I do it, because I think that's probably appropriate at this juncture. Okay, that took out some of that opal, so I've got to be cautious. But I'm also feeling, it feels like sun flash to me, which is a good sign, because sun flash is obviously precious opal. What is the dealio with this thing? I am going to very cautiously cut across here because I want to see where that dives down to. You're better off doing a bit of damage and learning. Right. Do you see anything like that shine in this piece? No, nothing. All right. I'm going to move back so that we can explore this together. Nice and clean cut until we get down to the shiny bit. And then we'll work on what we do next. Yeah, look at that. See, that stuff there is what I suspect. Oh, no, there it is. That's it there. Okay, we'll zoom in. You don't have to worry about whether it's shiny or not, but that little arc you're seeing there is the shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut across this side here, and we'll see if we see that arc again. If we do, all is well. I'm going to cut from the sand here. If it's too far this time around, well, we can make a small gem out of this offcut. I can all but guarantee it is too far, but at least we know where the colour goes. I can see I've cut right through it. That's okay. This will give us the confirmation / denial that we need. Yes, look at that. Okay. So you can see there, that's the colour bar we're hunting for. It is a beautiful, long colour bar. We look at it over this side, and it twists. Look at that. How are we going to deal with that? Let's have a look again. Hello there. How are you feeling, Adele? I'll show you this side so you can understand what's going on. Look at that. That is what we're hunting. You must be very, very quiet. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're hunting. And it goes along that way. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll just carve along that section like so. I'll be a bit conservative in my cutting on account of Epic Opal. Just to get you up to speed with everybody else, this was a complete surprise. Okay, if you're being an armchair opal cutter at the moment, how am I doing? Yeah, dear. Just looking at this side to see what is going on with it. This is the side I'm casting off. I don't have to cast all of it off. I think I can see something here. I'm not going to spend forever on it because there's way more interesting opal on the other side, I can guarantee that. All I want to do is get to that colour and see if it is colour at all. What I've got to do is find that colour. Oh, there. It's always in the last place you look. Okay. Oh, that's good. Do you reckon you'll make it to work tomorrow? Oh, grainy image. Sorry. So what have we got here? No, we still haven't gotten to it yet. I want some question answers such as, is the opal directional, which it I think is. Interesting. Alright, so I'm just going to roll it in. I think I can see something. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it from the other side as well, see what happens. Well, that's curiouser and curiouser. Perhaps from that side. So that tells me that you only get it from one direction. So we've got to be very careful that we don't lose this. We'll never find the direction again. Right, it's associated with sand. Okay. Oh, that's good. Well, I've had to. I've got kids. I remember when my daughter stopped breathing. That wasn't fun. Okay, that's another piece. We're going to just carefully work our way through here and see what we get. Come on, Opal, you can do this. It's time to really get this Opal. Find out if it's going to be a massive win or a massive disappointment. Oh boy. Saw that layer going down. Let's try just gently. If I face it like that, what happens? Is that my imagination, or do we get more Opal doing that? Let's do a roll. Yes, Opal is definitely playing hard to get. We can get it. It just takes a bit of patience. You can see how underneath there is starting to shine up. Hang on, you'll see that. You see how just around there and just under here is starting to get a bit shinier. Whew. Right. High tension. Let's hope that doesn't actually associate with too much with that sand that's kind of on the level there. What's it doing? I think it's that level underneath, which is good. But got to be just a bit cautious. Come on, you can do this. The thing is, you can win with this Opal, but sometimes it disappears as fast as it appears. So, you know, sometimes it's like, do I cut my losses and just take the stone at the face we've got, or do we do other things to get it? If I do that, what happens? Right, okay, so angle that, what happens? I don't like doing this, but I have to find out. Okay, so angle like that. Right, so angle like there. So I've got to trust my judgment and do the reflex of that angle on the other side, which is going to be interesting. Right, so like that, I think. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? Yes, it got it. Okay, so that angle. Does that get more of it? Come on. You did it once, you can do it twice. A little bit, but it's sort of escaping me, eluding me a bit. So I'm going to move into this material. Looks like I've got to be cutting at that specific angle, which is there it is. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so if I just move a little bit more, what's it going to do now? Alright. So I'm guessing that this opal, I've just got to give a little bit of love on this side. If I do that enough, what will it do? Certainly helps out on that bit. Okay, right. Please be the right thing to do. I've certainly found the layer, but is that all that there is to it? Okay, what I'm going to do is just, because I kind of know that if I do well, this entire area will be the opal, right? Hello, Jay. Hello, Jay, student. Yeah, you've come in the middle of a pretty epic yet stressful stone. There's this colour here, and there is some method of extracting that colour. I'm trying to work that one out now. Hopefully I'll succeed. I'm just going to carve the back off it, because there might actually be an easier way to get to this colour. One thing I do know is because this is slightly blue in colour, I know that this is the top of the stone, or the top of the seam. I don't think I ever get an easy stone. Like, I don't think an opal's ever come up to me and said, you know what, I'll give you a break today. You can just, yeah, that's it. You're done. Doesn't happen to me. I'm always given this thing, oh yeah, I've got to, get out a shaving mirror and cut it behind my head. While I'm at the bottom of a pool with a mouth full of marbles or something. I don't know. Yeah, this one was a complete surprise. So I was just having fun with the gamble stone. I'm like, oh, I'm sick of hunting for colour and doing all the hard things. I'll just cut up this gamble stone, see what happens. That's what happened. Now, where's the colour? Colour is there. Obviously, opal is there. More colour is there. Let's just smooth that off. I'm going to do some epic rounding in a minute. try and get to the angle again. Did I see something there? Did I see something there? Right, so that is getting me somewhere closer to what it needs to be. I think the colour is literally fainter on this side too, so it doesn't make it easy to give up its secrets. Okay, so if it's like that, we may have to orient the stone this way. So I have a feeling that's like that. Let's try. How did that work out for us? Much better, right. So there's our angle. We got it nailed. Okay. And it's curving away as well. Doesn't make that easier. So let's have a look at what we've got. Right. Hopefully one of those will produce the correct angle, because it changes all the time. Come on, you can do it. There it is. There it is. Okay, there's the angle. Found it, but I've just got to keep going with that kind of strategy to try and find it again. If anyone asks you, why is Opal so expensive? Kill them. Okay. Oh, there's some green that just showed through. Good. We're getting there. Excellent. So it's like that. So like that. Is that the reflex? Hopefully. Either that or I've wasted an opal. One of the two. Okay. Fun knowing the opal lives and dies on your crazy theories. Not your crazy theories, my crazy theories, if you know what I mean. The chicken of regret. Better get a bag. Okay. So it's like that. How ridiculous. But we're getting to it. So if I have it like that. At the moment I'm just going to go vertical. Hopefully that vertical is enough. But eventually I'm going to have to figure out exactly what angle we go for. So let's try that angle. Slightly in. slightly in again. That's it. That's that angle, and it's so hard to achieve it. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adopt this kind of sort of in the vicinity approach, which also means, did I see something on the opposite side? I may have. Sometimes it does that too. At least I get to get rid of that sand. But I don't get to get rid of that other piece of sand. So let's just make sure. There. There. Right. That's helping me figure out what the exact opposite is of that side. So, yeah. Kind of like that. So if I carve somewhere near that angle, and we go in like so. So I'm gonna, alright, what I'm doing is I'm just putting it on the ground to make sure I can understand the angle that I need to have it at. Exactly that, good. Now what happens is if I put this on the flat spot again, and it shines again, we're on the right track. No, lift it up, bring it over, bring it round. That's okay, bring it round. What does that mean? It needs to be down, so a bit that way. Up, down, left, right. Okay, so I think that's right. This is quite arduous, to be perfectly frank. How long have I been doing this for? 109, gee. Just got on my second opal of the day, and this happens. Right, so if you have a look, we'll zoom in a bit. Hopefully you can see it. You can see how it's shining when I've got that at that angle. Because that's the angle it wants to be at, bloody thing. First things first, I'm just going to make sure that this angle's right. So once we've got that angle sorted out, we can start carving on that edge. I might even go this side because it's a bit better. bit better up. Even like that, huh? Well, we'll try it your way. Basically, I don't have any choice but to try it your way, but you know, I like to think I've got some agency in this arrangement. Yeah. She's definitely got revenge, put it that way. And don't worry, Rainer, eventually it'll become an economic imperative. Vegetarian meals are getting more economic and cheaper all the time, and tastier too. So eventually people will just be buying it out of convenience over anything else. No campaigning necessary, just economics. I think you're right about the commercially produced chicken. Up until recently, I would also say dairy. It still sucks to be a male cow in a dairy herd because, well, a calf especially. But the good news is when you've got beef cattle, all that hoof trimming and stuff that they do really does reap dividends. It means that your cows do actually live longer, even if they are destined for the table. It's certainly not an option that some people consider to be morally. Raina, was that an economic choice, or was that just a hobby choice? You don't have to ask, but like, I'm going, what do you reckon the cost benefit is on those? Well, technically humans are lactose intolerant. You know that, don't you? All humans. We actually developed lactose tolerance, and it's a mutation. So technically it's a defect. Hopefully this works out. Annoying if it doesn't. Am I going to hang my hat on this and say this is the cab? Not at the moment. Let's try and... What a way to earn a coin, hey? Here we go. So still this way a bit. So I'm reading through what you said. Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. The 6 months isn't a bad chunk of time for any poultry because they... What do you reckon, Adele? 4 years is probably a good innings to get out of a chicken. I think that's going to have to be it. We're going to have to start shaping it now. Try and get a little bit more onto that wagon so that it'll have that shape. Hopefully this flat base is the base that we need for this. If it isn't, then there's not much else I can do. Come on, we can do this. You can just see a hint of green showing up too. But that's alright, we're going to get there. One more. That's going to be sacrificed, so I may as well cut that bit off as a small stone. In case you're wondering why I'm doing this. It's going to grind away to nothing anyway. This is probably the most technically challenging I've ever cut. First things first, let's just smooth down that corner. Right, so I've got that. I think that's our money shot, so to speak. Yeah, okay, good. So I'll give you some idea of the technical challenge of this opal. It was great colour, but almost, but not 100% perpendicular, so you could not use it as a reference. My goodness. It'll be worth like $100, but it should be worth 10,000 just for the effort you've got to get the colour out of it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just trying to make sure, right, so I just give that a little bit of love on this side, flatten it right down there, and I think that's where we're going to keep it, on the dop stick. Yeah, that's where we're going to keep it. So bring it in, 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 bring it in. Right, so that is... And just as I start to do that, the other the other half starts to glow. That's actually a good sign because it means that I've got it on the right angle. There we go. So now I've got it like that, and it's nice and shiny. Good. Excellent. Okay, so that's going on to the dot stick now. Oh, that was a tough one. So what it'll do is it'll just put this onto your ring, and it's not a bad size. Let me just stick it onto my finger so you can see. So basically what will happen is you'll be going all out, and occasionally, just occasionally, yeah, I know, just occasionally it'll flash. So it'll be a very interesting kind of opal. I wonder if where's that dark patch that I saw? No, it has to go that way. All right, I was just showing you what it's doing. So as you move your ring finger around, there's not a spot that doesn't have some kind of colour on it. But you have to be patient and wait for it to flash at you. Very, very strange kind of stone. What? Okay. I've missed out on half the conversation there, clearly. So what we'll do is I'm going to do Magnum Opal now. Let's see what we can find for Magnum Opal. That one's just a funsy. Max is starting to get a bit upset. Compare this one to the previous. Similar size. Admit though, that was such fun. It really was. That was tough. Very draining. By the way, when I cleaned up that other opal and shone it up and everything, you'll see. I actually worked a bit on the sun flash. I have no idea where I put it, but it's around somewhere. That one's not going to produce much better than that, to be honest. So we'll just give it a bit of a shush on this side, and then I'm not going to fling it because it's actually not a bad. Well, I am going to fling it because it's decided to fling itself. Move away. This one here, let's have a look at you. You might be Magnum. Let's have a look at you. I'm just going to take the top off it, and if it doesn't do anything, goodbye. It does just enough to stay in the game. These opals, they can be such bitches sometimes. No, we're going to make you work continually, forever, without a break, ever. And then the cockatoos, we're going to make you work continually, forever, without a break, ever. I'm going to try and encourage Max to start barking because it's so hilarious when he does. Yeah, but if you notice with the pumpkins that there's a flower close to the vine that produces the pumpkin as well. You can get more pumpkins to grow once you've sorted out that one, but watermelon's just a little bit more finicky than the pumpkin. And you're right about the watermelon because they're all cucurbiters. But remember, chili peppers, tomatoes, potatoes and tobacco are all the same kind of plant too. They're all solanaceae. So sometimes sometimes there are differences. Admittedly, they're all susceptible to the mosaic virus. That is the Solanaceae. Okay, that's not a Magnum Opal, but it's really given it a good college try. Right, I'm just popping that over there. Right, come on, let's get you. All right, I'm going to try this one. Remember, if you run fertilizer, it actually reduces the nutrient content for the first little while. Fertilizer has to mature. Usually the easiest way, well in Australia, the easiest way to make nutrient available is just to lower the pH of the soil. Well, to raise the pH of the soil actually, but like get it towards neutral. So you want a pH that's close to 7 as possible. If you can have a pH at 8 or 9, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, because the shops, their main issue is size, and the way you get size happening is with water. That's why your honeydew tasted so much better. I don't like honeydew, so I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, but if you want to, if you have, like, there's two issues with nutrients. The first is nutrient availability, so it has to be in the soil. And in order for that to happen, you need to have soil with what they call a CEC. A usable CEC, because that's called cation exchange capacity. If your soil can't exchange cations, that means when you put fertilizer on it, the fertilizer will simply run into the water system and ruin your lakes and rivers. No point in doing it. To give you a hint, sand has got CEC in it. It is merely there for structure. Clay is the stuff that has CEC, and there's different types of clay. The two ones you're going to run into are kaolinite and smectite. Organic matter has a CEC of 2000, smectite has a CEC of 1200, kaolinite has a CEC of 60, so you can do your own math. That CEC increases as you increase the pH. It decreases again once you get too high though. And yes, I was assuming that you were working in soils of like pH 12 or 13, which is probably not realistic. So with that slight amendment, yeah, increasing pH is good. Yeah, but figs have got, you can't just expect a fig to produce fruit unless you bring the wasps with it. It's a horrible fact, but you have to get used to it, that figs have got fig wasps which live within the fig fruit itself. No way of getting around it. Even with the sterile varieties, if you're eating a fig, you're probably eating at least one or two wasps. Yes, you're right. Raina, where did you get your information from? Because that's precisely right. It's a game of if you've got an aeroplane, which wing is the most important? The answer to that question is the wing that just fell off. So whatever's not working is what you work on. It doesn't matter if you've got all of the nutrients in the world if you've got, for example, no water. Well, dude, I'm a soil scientist and I'd happily certify you. You've got very good info. I'm liking this because I'm realizing that we've got a group here which have got passion, a little bit of knowledge, and willingness to take it on and give it a go. It's really good. Just so that you know, Rainer, when you look at the Australian soil, like your soil will have maybe 5 to 10 centimeters of like black organic layer right at the very top. The scientists call that an A horizon. You don't need to worry about what it's called. But we don't got that. If we've got 5 millimeters of black soil on the very top, we're lucky. Usually the horizon is either stripped, not there, or was never there in the first place. So we've got that to contend with when we're doing our gardening. We have to rely on the clays to give us the nutrition. You rely more on the organic content. Because you can have these giant, deep organic soils which go for meters. Oh, crap. Okay, so I'm going to ask a few hard questions, Adele. Is he going off the cancer meds because it's all too hard and it's not going to do anything? Or is he going off because it's hard to stay motivated? Shit. I don't know what to say. It's awful. That's all I can say. But yeah, go off the meds, because the meds suck. If it's making him sicker and it's not helping him, well, maybe, yeah. What a horrific decision to make. Well, that's not good. That's just not good. Look, I can remember, like, earlier this year, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but my own father was, even then, my father's a very positive person. A day. It was the first time I've ever seen him give up on anything. What I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to transfer my, story and do story topping. But I'm just saying that, like, the battle is a hard battle, and if it's not giving him any dividends, then yes, it is likely that he might give up. Don't judge him too harshly. Just be with him until the very end, which is going to be tough. Gee. Yeah, I just didn't want you to make the mistake that I just gone on to my own story. That was the bigger issue. Now, they shouldn't give an estimate of time, really, but do you know roughly how sick he is? I suppose the good news is if he goes off the meds, he might recover for a little while because the meds are so evil. I mean, don't have any, stupid hopes or anything, but he might live a bit more comfortably for a while. Okay, so I don't know how you react. Obviously, bummer is one of the reactions. But I don't want you to misunderstand me when I'm talking about this. I don't ever give up, so... Oh, hello, Pony. Hang on a second. Why have I got... Hang on, there you go. So, this has happened. Yeah, I'm cutting an Opal pony. Right. There you go. The pigeon of encouragement. I think that's a subtle hint from the family. There's some dinner in the oven. It's not going to cook any faster just because we brought Pony out. But my arms are absolutely saturated. And quite frankly, and don't feel bad about this, Adele, but the discussion of your friend and mentor, it's not that it put me in a bad place, but certainly reduced my appreciation of beautiful objects, put it that way. I'll just get this done and we'll go and have a look at the birds and the family, and I'll hug them extra tight, I suppose. It's an old song. I will share your joy and sorrow till we see the journey through. So, that's kind of how I roll. It's okay for everyone to be sad together. Yeah. Whoop. So tonight's been the night of the weird angle and the bulbous cut, I think. If you're in the neighbourhood, Rainer, I would consider letting you have Pony. It'd give me capacity to rescue more birds. All right. Right, this guy. Now this is the light we used before. Oh, come on, nothing's working today. Probably mistake the label of Australia because it's coming from Australia. Oh, come on. I have to show you in the sunlight. Better in the sunlight. Right. But while we're here, I've decided that it is a necessity to get some stuff done. So what I will do is I'll have a quick look over here. I've got some Opals on DOP. Those ones are already mostly done, so we'll have a look through these. Yeah, I know. Quite mesmerising to some, I think. Here we go. I'm just sorry, I've got some DOP sticks just sitting underneath here. Obey the crab, obey the crab. All right. Just putting some DOP sticks away. Not the best connection? Right, hang on. How's that? How's that now? Tell me if it's any better. Perfect. Yeah, I found another modem. I might get that and see if the modem helps. Because I think it's not the internet speed so much, it's the number of devices that end up on it. What you're seeing here is part of my commitment to get this long list of DOP Opals into something manageable. And the sander on my right is starting to feel the pressure because it's not performing as it used to. Let's pop this here like so. One you get, and then in here you go. Come on, you can do this. There we go. That is the sound of a buckled pad, which is not good, but it will work. And you have to take the pad all the way off and reset it, or buy a new sander, but that sounds a little bit wasteful. This one's pretty much done. It has to come off and get done. That sounds bad. I was just going to say it. It needs to come off the stick and get done from behind. So, I hope you understand I'm referring to Opals only. Right, that's going to go in the done section. There we go. There's a secret polishing phase that it goes through. I'm not prepared to tell you what that phase is yet. Okay, let's just get this all sorted out. If I keep these going, then they actually help to buckle the pad. If you have a look at this pad here, it's buckled. And that's because water has literally seeped in underneath there and tracked its way all the way through. Okay. Hello, creatures. Right. What's going on there? Someone has turned the oven up, honestly. No, someone's been cooking bacon. Right. It's okay. If the alarm goes off, oh my goodness, everything's everywhere. I gave the birds some potatoes and some carrots. Yeah, there you go. Sort yourself out, okay? I'm going to deal with Loki. All right? Did you hear what I said? You want to scratch? Oi! Scratchy poo? Right. Don't be such a see you next Tuesday, huh? All right. You can come out. I'll be over here with Loki. So funny, he barks. Well, come on. Come on. How'd you get? I have to do it like, he takes this as a cue. He doesn't use it, but he takes it as a cue. Okay, Max. There you go. Come on, Loki. Let's go over to the computer and give him a bit of a fly. Come on. Step up. Oh, everyone's moody today. Come on. Get up. Good bird. Here we go. Yoink. Yeah, you're quite correct. If you wanted to bite, he would have. Come on. We don't have all day. Look. Talk to the people, okay? Come on. He'll probably start flying. Out he comes. A little bit. The problem is that Loki is mostly okay. I'm going to flip this around because we're going to see Max do the fly, I reckon. Loki is plucking a little bit. I'm not happy with what's going on with the chest, but it's like mostly good, and then 1 hour of the week she'll relapse, and that's enough to wreck her feathers. Yeah, she did have another go at her tummy, which was a bit annoying. I literally found the feather in her beak. Come on. Uh-oh, what you found? I think he's just on the perch. Come on. The legs are looking better at least. But I also think that she's... I'll show you that in a minute once we've figured out if Max is coming or not. No, you didn't imagine it. It was there. It was literally a freaking feather in a beak. Yeah. We're all having fun over here, Max. Hey, Max, do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? Do you want to come here? He does, but he's just... I'm sure you know what us dudes are like. We're like, oh no, we're being tough and we're all happy over here. I certainly don't. I don't want to do anything that you're telling me to do. No, I'm my own person. Actually, I really want to do what you're doing. It's interesting, isn't it? Toxic masculinity happens in the bird world as well. There you go. Good bird. I enjoy just trying to get the zoom perfect to catch the flight and the landing. Have you noticed how graceful he is on the land? I'm going to zoom out because he's probably going to come over here now. Come here. I'm going to move back a bit. He's so graceful on landing. I'm going to do that in slow-mo one day. You can do it. Go on, you can do it. Yeah, come here. Come here. Yeah, when they bob their head, they're measuring the range and the distance and all that. They've got really good eyesight, better than ours, which is actually unusual. Loki just waits until someone takes pity on her and picks her up. She's taken being a sook to a fine art. Haven't you, Loki? Yeah? All right, so let's talk about your feather issues. So she's all right. If you have a look underneath there, there's a little bit of a gap there. Not good, but the feet, even though there's a few gaps here, they're mostly improving. Now, what I've noticed is if we go underneath here, she's very sensitive feather-wise, right? And underneath here, I haven't realised it, but the pins, like, let's have a look. There's a pin sitting here. Let's have a look where just in the collar region, basically. We'll probably find one or two pins that are examples, but they're really long right here. Maybe even back here. Yeah, here. Let's see if we can find it. Yep, there's one just in here. And there's also some short ones which poke in as well. Like, I don't know if you can even see that. Let's see if we can get in there. Whoop. These guys here, I think these are the things. You can see that dot there and you can see that little chicken bump there. And there should be a pin as well. I think that's uncomfortable for it. There, here we go. This is one. This is a long one. So I've got that one here. Sorry, Loki. Let's see if we can get it for you. Yeah, that one there. Most of that is shaft, not feather. And like, I'll just scratch it out. She can't reach them at all. I think what she does is when she's uncomfortable, when she gets uncomfortable, she tries to get those feathers and she can only reach her tummy feathers. Hang on, here's one. You can see she's really loving this. Look at how she's fluffing up to that. It's just a spot that I didn't realise she needed to have covered, basically. I'm not against the 100% total reason. Yeah, there's one. Have a look at this one. Come on, let's see if we can spot it. Sorry, Loki. There it is. I've got it in there. Let's see if we can spot it out. Loki just did not like me doing that. Doesn't like having the camera right up to a face. Sorry, Loki. Yeah, they are molting too. But Max, he's got similar collars, and yeah, I think that when you put them into a domestic environment, they pretty much start molting all year round. Here's one. There's one just in there. There it is. See that one? That's what they're like. Yeah, I know. Well, I can't get that one. You'll bite me. Rosellas. Yeah, well, the basic deal is that this room is reasonably bird safe, and I did make a concerted effort to make sure that there's nothing particularly fatal for the birds here. But even copper can be poisonous, so you just got to, if they're out, you have to watch them. That's just the basic rule of thumb. There's no getting around supervision. Yeah. So I think that things are getting better. I hope they are. I don't want to. Like, she just suddenly started to lose feathers over like the last couple of months, just before the chicken came, Boudica. And that's not nice when you're such an advocate of bird health and your own bird starts plucking. That's not nice. Okay, come here, Loki. Step up. Step up. And when your own bird just does not obey you. Yeah, there we go. There was a lot of assistance there. That's not a good way to do it. It's all right, Max. It's all right. Do you want to come with us? Okay. I'm sure Max will come back onto the cage at some point, but we'll deal with Pony. Hello, Pony. You've already been out, haven't you? Yes, yes. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Ta-da! Splat. That wasn't as graceful as it usually is. Still, she's happy now. It's all right, I got you. I got you. There we are. Much better. Much happier. Here comes the Max. He's already made it over to... He comes over one chair at a time. Just as a side note, just so that you know, these perches are actually made from the trees in my garden. These are lily pillies, and I found that timber to be brilliant. So if you are from overseas and you're planning on making something for birds, see if you can grab a lily pilly, because it's really good timber. And you can just get it green and make something with it whilst the timber's still green. It's amazing stuff. All right, so yeah, she hasn't got many feathers at the bottom of the cage at the moment. I cleaned them out like a day ago, so I'll have a look. Basically, the last time I saw them, it was pretty obvious because one was in her mouth. So yeah, at any rate, thanks for sharing the journey with me, guys. Like and subscribe on your way out if you enjoyed the show. Loki, can you like and subscribe? Apple twigs. Well, I've got a similar species here. I've got cherries, and cherries are one of the things that she came around at Christmas time, and so I gave her cherries right at the very beginning. She likes that. She just eats the twigs. Anyway, yes, good night, everybody. What was I going to say? Yeah, like and subscribe. I've said that. Yeah, see you in the next one, I suppose. Off you go, Pony. Boing. Dr. Phil out.